Ladies and gentlemen, now I've been doing a lot of traveling over the last month and a bit. I've been all around Asia, Japan, flying over to Canada, Vancouver, and during this time I've had a lot of very long plane and train rides, which I've just been using to catch up on content. So I did like the Necropolis challenges, all of Act 9, and just all of this farm stuff that has been like in the background that I've needed to catch up on and complete. And apologies, I didn't live stream or record it, I just had so much to do, and I was like, you know what, I just need to get my account up to scratch. And because of this, I now have 5 new 7-star rank 4 champions. So I wanted to go through all of these characters that I've taken up, and also why I ranked them up and started looking into them. Now, the first one, after the account tour, dude, everybody was like, dude, Seatin, I think I have mine, like, Count Nefaria at rank 2. They're like, Seatin, you are sleeping on Count Nefaria. So I took this man up to rank 4. I think I might have used the science gem on him, but I've definitely used a lot of sig levels on him as well, because it seems like the signature ability is just again, absolutely phenomenal when you have it at high sig. But I'm kind of doing this thing with a lot of characters at the moment, and I know people feel in a similar position where I get them about sig 160 is the goal, right? Because I want like those next dupes not to feel terrible, because a sig 200 dupe on a 7-star feels awful at the moment. So yeah, I kind of allocate the sig stones up to about 160, and I'm like, I'm going to part the character there. But Nefaria, dude, is just an absolute beast. Like, this character, he feels like he cannot die sometimes, and just his ability to like regenerate back and kind of like steal the opponent's healing and a lot of their power gain benefit once you get him a little bit ramped up as well is just insane. Like, this guy for so many bosses in Act 9 as well is just a hard carry. He denies their abilities, he just funnels back all of the healing to himself, and he just feels absolutely ridiculous. But this character, I really feel like to get the most out of him, you want to know how to parry the end of opponent's special attacks so you can get, you know, this huge energy vulnerability, and then yeah, that is a little bit tricky to do, I found, across every special attack in the game, because there's literally like 300 and something, but there's a few that I'm really good at and a lot that I suck at. But I feel like Nefaria is one of those characters, even if you suck at it, like, he's still really good to play. It's just like, once you get very used to, okay, I'm fighting this key defender, how do I parry their attack so I can go in, punish, get this big energy vulnerability up and deal some big damage, then yeah, he starts feeling really, really good in all sorts of matchups in terms of his damage output. But yeah, Nefaria is just a utility god, man. He is so, so good. Now, the next character I took up after that is a classic for me. This is actually one of my first 7-star rank 3 champions, and it's going to be Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham is such a simple character that just kind of works for so many different defenders and matchups that you think he might not work for. And it's just the fact, like, Power Sting is so universal, there's not really many scenarios or defenders that shut down or have like heavy mitigation against Power Sting, that he is just allowed to run rampant and have an amazing time in Battlegrounds. So yeah, Spider-Ham, I would say, like, what is it, 4 out of 5 Battlegrounds metas, I find myself using Spider-Ham for something. I would say with the introduction of Okoye and also Crossbones, he is not the best defender, but he's still one of like those annoying characters that sometimes, because he has a fairly high evade chance once he gets into the fight, can, you know, create those scenarios which can really trip people up as well. So yeah, I think he's still like an alright dual threat, but mainly I'm just using Spider-Ham on offense because the power stings are amazing. Like, the Ant-Man relic on this guy as well is just, yeah, phenomenal combo. Really, really enjoy that. Now, the next character, and usually, like, if you're looking at my roster, right, I'm like the least toxic Battlegrounds defense rank up player. I've got like Yelena, Bullseye, High Evolutionary, Zola, like Serpent, Photon, all of these toxic defenders. They're at rank 3. They can stay there for a little bit longer, at least, because, you know, I like to rank up the characters that I enjoy playing. But I think a really good two-way character is just the deathless version of Thanos, and we really saw this at Summoners Fest in the Battle Realm Brawl Final. Every single person in top 8 in the world had a 7-star Thanos in their deck. Like, that is how dominant this character is, and this is why I feel like I've said this in like 3 videos this week, but they need to have like a reasonable deathless catch-up now, because he is so incredibly good. So yeah, Thanos is just an absolute like amazing defender that's super reliable to kind of slow the opponent down, but also as an attacker he can just delete so many tech characters as well. You know, you've got easy access to those heavy attacks to weave in. So yeah, he's a character that doesn't really often get backed into a corner where he can't really do anything. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Thanos there, so he had to be at rank 4 as well. Now, the next 2 characters, maybe for some, might seem a little weird, a little controversial potentially, but this is one, I had this experience in Vancouver. So I met Metal Sonic Dude and Simula at the airport. I was with BZ, and we got a taxi from the airport to our hotel. We've got like a 40-minute ride or something. And I'm like, all right, lads, you know, let's see the rosters. What rank 4s are you rocking at the moment? Just to get a feel for like how everybody's building out their accounts. And also like what they've ranked up, what they really value, what they regret. Just because we, you know, we had like nearly an hour in the taxi just to hash it out. And BZ is the most toxic Battlegrounds bully. If you know, this man hasn't been uploading much on YouTube, but he's got, you know, like the Dark Phoenix, the Serpent, the Yelena, like every really annoying Battlegrounds defender at rank 4. So yeah, he's mega toxic. But anyway, one of the characters that MSD had a rank 4 was Venom. And Metal Sonic Dude is one of the most unhinged, sweaty tryhards to ever set foot in Marvel Contest of Champions. I was like, Venom, dude, in 2025, like, is this character, is he still keeping up? Do you regret that rank up? He's like, not at all, bro. He's absolutely smoking so many defenders, and he's a little bit uncommon in the current meta of today. But people really sleep on how powerful he is at rank 4, especially with the Venom relic as well. And it's been a while since I like took a proper look at the Venom relic, because nowadays, you know, we have access to these resources to take relics up to rank 4 and really put a lot of firepower into them. And then I was like looking at that first slot, and I was like, okay, dude, maybe MSD's cooking, dude. Maybe he's onto something here. And I was like, for each unique buff on the champion, hits landed against a bleeding opponent gain almost like 20 additional crit damage rating and almost a flat 7% crit rating as well. So I'm like, okay, this is insane. Like, he just gets cooking so quickly with that awakened ability. You're getting like a massive boost to the crit rating, a bit more on the crit damage, but the most important thing with Venom, again, is you're actually landing those critical hits so you can get the bleed on the opponent. And this is more so relevant than ever, where new defenders tend to come out, they have a bit more crit resistance and they're a little bit harder. Like this, you know, really allows him to land those bleeds and get like quicker matchups than a lot of people expect. And then I also have like the bleed debuff potency in this one as well. I was kind of asking MSD whether or not like the mutation buff duration and cooking meter charge timer one is worth it. But apparently just going for the Fury, Precision, and Cruelty buff potency, you know, having a bit more damage output, especially with that Special 2 follow-up, and a bit more, what is it, crit chance, crit damage. Apparently that's a bit more consistent. But yeah, like, I've just got to give, like, all props to Venom, to MSD, and I've been taking him out, like, the last few days. Really, I started off at rank 3 in the current Battlegrounds meta, and I've taken him up to rank 4 because I saw the potential, dude. Like, Venom is an absolute nuke. I got an Enchantress down in like 23 seconds yesterday. It was ridiculous. It was a rank 3 Enchantress, so punching a little bit below, but I just kind of got rid of all of the spells and then like comboed in, got the relic, and I was just critting like crazy, man. I think I had like 7 or 8 bleeds on the opponent. And not only did I get it down, but I felt like there was a fair bit of overkill as well. I had like the special one ready to go to follow it up. But yeah, I was just so impressed in that matchup. And I think there's a lot of like weird things that the Venom can do, a lot of weird matches. It's kind of like the old Archangel saying, right? If you can bleed and poison it, it's dead. With Venom, it's like if you can bleed the opponent, they're pretty much dead as well. So yeah, I know also a few other people throughout the community. I know FinTech has always been a very big fan of Venom. But I just want to say, particularly this week especially, my love for Venom I feel like has been very renewed. Granted, this particular Battlegrounds meta is really good for Venom, but just, you know, running through Realm of Legends for this guy, he hits like a truck, dude. He hits so hard. And yeah, the relic really just kind of brings him into like a fresh meta. It just keeps on buffing him up every time like it gets a rank up as well. So that's why, like, you know, I was just like, dude, I'm going all in on Venom. Like, Venom is one of those characters, if you want to play him, you want to have him rank 4, you know, you want this relic, you want to have it attached to Venom, you want to have it upgraded. But as of right now, and I have been really for, you know, the most part of a decade, I'm a Venom enjoyer, and it's great to see him, like, keeping up with the damage and really putting in some work. And then the final character, now I feel a bit bad, you know, in the hindsight of history. I remember when Werewolf by Night came out, and I think it was at the time, you know, where new characters kind of debuted, and we were at 6-star rank 5, or rank 4. I don't believe we were testing Ascended characters at that point, but I may be incorrect. And at that level, Werewolf by Night against something like Realm of Legends felt a little bit lacking, right? He just felt like he didn't really have the reach to finish fights. But nowadays, in 2025, where kind of health pools for defenders are about the same as Realm of Legends, you know, especially when you're factoring in the defensive mitigations, and you've also now got him at 7-star rank 4, Werewolf by Night is just cracked, man. He's absolutely insane. This character is kind of a brilliant two-way threat as well in Battlegrounds, because he's still a bit of an annoying defender. He's not like the hardest character out there, but dude, is he tanky, man. He's got a lot of hit points, and also, you know, when he gets going, dude, you just got to watch out for various things. Granted, my one right now is not awakened, so I'm still missing out on various perks, but this is how much I've been enjoying Werewolf by Night just in so many metas over the last few months especially, that I'm like, I feel so comfortable taking this character up to rank 4 unawakened, because he just demolishes opponents. Feels so good, as like when you get that special 2 off and you're unblockable, you're unstoppable, it feels absolutely incredible. And I also know like the love and sentiment for this character is very much shared by MCOC Noob, KT. I think there's also a lot of other people that really like Werewolf by Night, but I just want to echo that sentiment as well. Like he's been a banger. Like I love a good offensive champion that also has a little bit of defensive potential as well. But my focus, as you can really see by my roster, I think it tells a good story of that. Like I'm always just ranking up the characters I enjoy playing above all, because you know, defenders, they come and go, and like I've had many experiences in the past where I've gone all out and just been like, okay, I need to put everything into this defender, and then, you know, over the course of the next like 12 months there's like 4 to 6 really good counters or ways to, you know, deal with that champion that are released via the new champion tracks. So yeah, I always kind of like following the path of my roster and upgrades of like, I'm here to have fun, I'm here to like play the game, and I just want to rank up a wide variety of characters that give me the tools to, you know, make the game more enjoyable with all the very tricky defenders that come flooding in. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed a look. We now have 12 7-star rank 4s, so I think, you know, in comparison to the big blurry boys, my account is still very behind. You know, I haven't really participated in any of the big sales this year, aside from like the Valentine's Day one. So yeah, I'm still very behind overall on a lot of 7-star rank 4 champions, but I would say right now I still feel very happy with all 12 choices I've made, and I don't really have any regrets at this point so far. So yeah, they're all doing loads of work in various pieces of content. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this brief overview. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.